Lucas had always been different. Since he was a child, he knew life wouldn't be easy for someone who always seemed smaller than the world around him. In the school hallways, in the city squares, even in family photos, he was the shortest. But Lucas learned to compensate. He had a quick mind, a kind heart, and a quiet courage that few ever noticed, until Clara came into his life. She was the opposite of everything Lucas was used to. Tall, confident, walking with wide, fearless strides. She was impossible to ignore. When she smiled, the world seemed to slow down, and for the first time, Lucas wished to be seen. But standing next to her, he felt even smaller. The love between them blossomed the way all great things in life do. Simply. A casual conversation at a coffee shop, a glance exchanged at the market, a shy invitation for a walk in the park. Clara laughed at Lucas's jokes, admired his way of seeing the world, his attention to the little things everyone else missed. And Lucas, day by day, fell deeper in love with the woman who seemed so much above him. Not just in height, but in everything she was. But there was a problem, and it didn't come from Clara. It came from inside him. Every time they went out together, Lucas felt the weight of people's eyes. Children giggled discreetly. Adults cast curious or judgmental glances. Lucas noticed the whispers, the sideways looks, and inevitably, shame consumed him. She deserves someone better, he thought. Someone who could walk beside her without being a joke, without turning into a spectacle. For weeks, Lucas slowly distanced himself. He made up excuses, canceled plans. The fear of being seen as the short guy with the tall girl was bigger than his love. Deep down, he knew he was hurting the one person who had truly believed in him. One afternoon, Clara showed up at his house, her eyes determined. "Lucas, what's going on?" she asked without hesitation. He hesitated. How could he explain a feeling that seemed so childish, so shameful? But Clara deserved the truth. "I'm ashamed," he confessed, staring at the ground. "I'm ashamed of being judged, of embarrassing you." A heavy silence settled between them, filled with all the things that had gone unsaid. Clara stepped closer, cupped his face, and made him look at her. "Lucas, do you think I'm with you because of your height?" She smiled sadly. "I'm with you because you see the world in a way no one else does. Because your heart is bigger than any height could ever reach." He wanted to believe her. He really did. But fear still gripped him. Then, Clara did something unexpected. She grabbed his hand and led him right to the center of the city square. People stared. They whispered. But she didn't let go. On the contrary, she raised their joined hands even higher, as if proudly telling everyone, "This is my choice." "Let them look," she whispered. "Let them talk. They don't know what we have." In that moment, Lucas understood. True love does not hide. It doesn't bow to sideways glances. It doesn't apologize for being different. And for the first time in a long while, Lucas stood tall, took a deep breath, and smiled. Not because the stares had disappeared, they never would, but because now he knew. No gaze from the outside could ever diminish the love he felt, and no fear was big enough to drive him away from her. From that day on, Lucas and Clara walked side by side, hand in hand, souls intertwined, showing everyone and themselves that what truly matters is invisible to the eyes. And so our story for today comes to an end. A story that reminds us that true love doesn't measure height or appearance. It measures the courage to be ourselves no matter who's watching. Now, I want to hear from you. What would you do in Lucas's place? Have you ever gone through something similar? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read your story. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. It helps us reach even more people with messages that touch the heart. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to No Height Limit for more stories that prove that when it comes to love, dreams, and courage, there are no limits for anyone. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the next video. See you in the next